Oops, sorry. Hello, hello. I am back. What's going on? All right. I have thought about it a little bit, and I do think that to make this base as I intend it to be, we need to get rid of all of these. It's gonna be hard because we got to make it like protective, right? So there's going to be random turrets then like inside the middle watching it. So it's going to be hard to do, but I think it is something that needs to be done. Let's see if we can do this. Nope. No, we can't. All right. So I guess first and foremost, let us clear out our trees. Got to do our daily civic duty here. Let's see how that works. See how that works. So first we need trees because all of these require a stupid amount of the log here, which God only knows why we chose this particular log. It is the worst of logs to try to collect, and anyone who has built on a large scale with these knows that. And they avoid doing it because after that first time, you're like, oh my god, why am I doing this to myself? Even if it looks so good. And it will. And it freaking will. But it's still... it's hard, you know? It's just hard to do it like this. Unless you have some kind of automatic tree farm... this is one of the worst things that you could ever have to collect because you just need so dang much of it and you get so little. It's just like a extreme catch-22, honestly. But regardless, we're going to do it. We're going to collect the wood that we need and we're just going to make it work, right? Just going to make it work. Harry, what are you doing, puppers? What are you doing, puppers? I just heard a weird noise that should not be coming from the bedroom. Should not have been coming like that. Alright, let's get rid of the last layer here. We're going to fortune all of these, and we will have to repair this house soon. But... oh, Arky, do you want to be the fortune one, or do you want to be the silk touch one? Since you wanted me to name it after you. Which one would you prefer? Silk touch, which is the one that is currently in our chest, or the fortune one, which is currently the one we are using? Either or, it's your choice since you want to be named here in the world. You can choose whichever you'd like. Really, I guess you could be any of the tools if you wanted to be. You could be the bow, you could be the pick, the shovel, the axe. You could be any of the things. Let's just do this. Let's try to get all of these in one go. Last time we were able to achieve a little less than 5 stacks. I think this is a slightly less than we had before. So we're probably not going to get 5 stacks, but hopefully 4. We need so many freaking logs. If I can find a dupe glitch, honestly, to get these, I'm definitely using it. Like 100% using it. Like, I know that we're already using one for string to get our emeralds, but at least you have to, like, trade for it. This one, I don't know if I would actually be okay using it, but I'd like to say that I would be, just because getting these logs is a actual nightmare. Truly a nightmare. And I don't like that. Yep. There we go. Get all of this stuff going. Bum, bum, bum. It's actually quite a good supply of logs. We had 49. How much did we end up with? 3 stacks and 37. That's not bad. That's not bad. And we might not need to use fortune every single time here, because it looks like you get quite a lot of saplings back, and there's no way we're going to use all the saplings that we get every single time here, so maybe I don't need to use the fortune on this particular one. Let's just go through line by line, though, and we'll get all of our saplings taken care of. Lickety-split as fast as we can. Just kind of holding right-click, walking over them, and trying our best to not miss any. It's pretty good. Go ahead, chop this last one, and then we should be good for a little while. Perfect, and perfect. Got all of our logs collected again, so that is very good news. I'm happy about that. Okay. Now let's go back to this stuff. And we got to start with 49, as we do. Start with 49. Good. I like being able to see all the different landmarks that we're working on. That makes me very, very happy, honestly. Because then I can look at a bird's eye glance and actually tell how we are doing in terms of progress. And plus, as soon as we figure out one of these in terms of what we're building with it, how we're going to do the roof and all of that, all we have to do is copy it onto the other one. So it's not that bad. Not that bad. Of course, with the different shapes, it's, you know, they're all needing different styles of roofs and different decorations and all that. But for the most part, we're going to follow our block palette to the best of our ability. And we're just going to go with it. And I am going to try to use a little less of the light gray on this part of the build, I think. Little less on this part of the build. Just because, like, this is, like, the very exterior of this base, right? And I don't know if it should have anything like that. Something that we can figure out as time goes on, I suppose. Hello, Piggy. What's going on? You've been treading water for a long time now, Piggy. A very long time. Like that, and we just got 2 more to go here. This one is in a weird place, also. Because of how we have done that, it is the front is weird. So we'll have to figure that, like, the entrance will have to go, like, there, then. All of them will have random entrances, I think. Just fine. Not too worried about that. Not too worried about it. Alright, let's get rid of all of these, just for the sheer sake of getting rid of them. Kind of want a blank canvas here that we can work with and do with whatever we please. So let's do that then, shall we? Hopefully we'll get a lot of dark oak saplings from this as well, because we are again using that fortune, which is very, very powerful, as we have learned. Too bad you can't use fortune on, like, the actual logs themselves and get more logs. That would be very, very convenient, but alas, did not work. Did not work. Or does not work, rather. Yeah, let's get rid of all of these things. Should probably turn off the string duper as well, because we have intentions of moving that somewhere else, I think. Alright, beautiful. Just get rid of this, and then we can start figuring out what I actually want to do with this base, and that seems really cool. Seems really, really cool, and I am excited about that. Bum bum. Alright, so let's go. I mean, we already got 64 logs, so do we really need, or not logs, saplings, do we really need that many more? Like, if we need them, we can always come back and fortune more trees here. So I suppose, since we have fallen off anyway, let's just go ahead and knock them all down. Knock every one of them down, and we'll go from there. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yes, please. And then we'll have to make probably like an inner sanctum, like an inner wall would be my guess, but I'm not sure how I'm going to go about that either. Right at this particular moment, anyway. Okay, so we got all of these, and we should... It'll just give me a much better understanding of what we're actually working with here. And I like that a lot, actually. I do think we need to expand a little bit as well. And what I mean by that is, I think we need to actually take the walkway and move it in a few blocks. So it needs to be a little bit wider than what it is now. And that will help compensate for the difference, I think. And all of these like half-done ones, like these middle ones, can probably go away because they are not going to work for what we have intended at this particular moment. It's all stuff that I'm figuring out little by little. We'll get it, though. Don't you worry. We'll get it, and we will have something to show for it very, very soon. But this is a very weird build, I will say. It's a very weird build. Not something I've ever done before, and probably will never do something again like it. Just because nature is usually my thing. So it's weird for me to not do anything involving nature. And kind of missing it. Missing making custom trees and all of that stuff. But, oh well. We will get it, and if we need to, we can definitely start ourselves on another path here. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that. Over a stack of saplings, dark oak. That's pretty impressive in itself. Okay. So then we would need to... So I'm trying to think here on like how we would go about this. So you can't expand too much over here because, I mean, this is gigantic, and I really don't want to take down that mob farm, but we might need to. That would be very unfortunate, though, if that is something that we decide to do. Let's pick up a little bit more saplings and figure it out. So I think next we got to get rid of all the carrots and all the wheat, I think. Just doesn't seem to work where we have it, and we're going to need something else. Let's try to get this shape out first. So I would like roughly over here. And we'll try to make some kind of curving shape because, I don't know, why not, I guess. Curving shape probably will help us out just a little bit. Yeah, so like all of that needs to be filled in, I think. And I don't know if we're going to use the wood for it or not, but I'm thinking we should probably do something like grand. Something a little grand. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So, does it need to be pink? Like it is the center of this, right? So, does it need to be pink? And the answer is probably yes. So we're going to need to come up with a palette, or not a palette, a thing using these. And yeah, let's drop off what we got real quick and then pick up some more resources so that we know exactly what we have to work with. That, I think, is first on the pecking order here. No. Logs go in there. Planks go in here. Plankage. Do have a little bit of the pink left, which is nice. All of these random apples, which I guess we don't really need. And we got sticks. Sure. Sure. Okay, so what is next? What do we need? Let's think about this naturally, and I know that I want cherry. What can accent the cherry? What can accent the cherry here? We could use the red, maybe. Pink will work, because it is pink, right? What do these look like again? What do you look like? Oh, they're the ones that have the swords. Which could work. Like, by itself, it looked Yeah, it doesn't look great, actually. Don't like that there is a sword on it. If it didn't have a sword, it would look really nice. The sword's not doing it for me. Not doing it. So what else do we have that we could possibly utilize here? I mean, we got the quartz pillars, which are very nice blocks. So I guess we'll utilize those. We need to get some dirt. And we want the orange in there at all. Potentially. Let's take a little bit just so if we do, we have it, and if we don't, well, we don't have to worry about it, I guess, right? Let's also, we got 2 crafting benches on us. Perfect. All right, let's see if we can do this. So it's going to be off-center and centered at the same time here. I think this will be the center, so I'd like to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it would go like that big. That's pretty large, right? All right, so let's go back 1, I guess. Right to here, and then take that back 1. Get rid of all of this nonsense. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So if we were going to do that, we'd probably do 5 would be my guess. And then we'll build off of that, see what we can come up with, I guess, right? Something like this. Something like this. We can always rework the road. That's not a concern at all, I think. So what do we want to do after we do that is the next question I suppose we need to ask ourselves. And we have a few options, so let's take a look here. What if we did 2, and then so 2, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, let's do that. That should work. 2, 2. Yep. We'll just make it symmetrical so that it actually works. Like that. And then I think we'll fill it in with dirt first before we then replace it with whatever blocks we need. I think that will be the easiest solution here and allow us for the correct orientation of a block placement with little to minimal effort. So let's do that. And then we can kind of see what we're working with and kind of work for it. This is going to be a very weird build for me. I don't know if we are going to be successful overall, but I very much hope that we are. We're going to waste this dirt, but who cares? We have plenty of dirt. I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so with that like that, do we start with pink? I guess is the main question, and I think the answer is probably yes. I feel like we would start with cherry planks on the outside then. Start with cherry on the outer rim. Maybe turn it into that block instead. But let's just try it out, see how it feels, and then based on that, we'll change our direction or we'll continue on the direction that we are headed. No, come on. Why don't you just go into my inventory, silly block? The dirt, which we don't really care about, did, but the rest that we need, that we don't want to be wasteful of course, pops out and just yeets into oblivion. Like we're going to lose that one. Yep, sure did. Nice. Nice. Alright, so then I think I want to do a layer of cherry around there. At least on the 4 here. Like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. Okay, and then I want to do this all around it. Something like that. The middle, we probably want to do a different type of block. Like I think we make all of these pink. And I would like to do one here. Question, can you strip these? You can, but it doesn't face the correct orientation, so that actually does not help us. So then what we actually want to do is do quartz there in the corners. Quartz in the corners, preferably. Like something like this, I think. That will work. So let's do 4 quartz, all of these, just to kind of add attention a little bit. And then I do want, I mean, does this line up? Holy crap, that unintentionally lines up. Okay. Okay, hold on. I did not expect that to line up, actually. Yeah, it is 3 wide, so it does, in fact, line up. And we did get the torch back, so that's cool. I like that a lot. And then I think we work on these corners perhaps. How do I feel about the orange here? I don't feel horrific about it, actually. It feels pretty good. Pretty cohesive to what we are working with. And we just got to make sure they're all facing the correct direction then. So they all need to be facing this way. Yep. Something like this. And then we need to do one more. It actually kind of works. I am pleasantly surprised. Alright, so from the inner sanctum here, what are we going to do with that? And also, do we use dark oak, or do we use something else for the road here? I feel like we probably need to stray away from the dark oak, to be completely honest. I just don't think it fits in with the theme. Not a fan. So then we'd want to do these three on all of them. Those three, and I'd probably want to do... What about the purple with the orange? Is that weird? The pink with it is fine. Purple is not so fine. Okay. Good to know. So maybe we use pillars again for this. That looks pretty good, actually. Yep. And I would like to then do... extend the pink, maybe. Or do we go back to the planks? I guess let's check both and see how we're feeling. Or do we go with the purple? Ooh, actually, I like the purple here. I like the purple here. Even if we're gonna put orange next to it, I kinda like the purple there. I kinda like that. And then, how does it feel to do orange beside that? It doesn't feel great, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we need a new nether brick there instead. Let's drop down for a second so we can try to recover at least the wood down here. We don't really care about anything else, but the wood is very importante. Okay, so that seems to be okay. Light gray terracotta. I think we want to bring some of these into it as well. Let's just try the nether brick. Let's It would make sense for it to be here. It would not make sense for it to be placed that way, though. Would you stop? Good Lord. And and we're going to be a little bit short here. So let's put these in like this. I don't want it to be facing that way, though. Yeah, I want it to be facing in, I think. No, not like that. Like that, yep. Like that. No. That, perfect. Nope. And, yep, there we go. Looks pretty good. And we just need a few more nether brick. Where's our stone cutter? Where's the stone cutter at? Let's recoup our few precious blocks that we dropped down here. Yes, I mean, that's feeling pretty good, actually. And then, obviously, we're going to have to cater the road to that if we end up doing that. Okay, so we need a stone cutter. Where the fuck? Okay. There's our stone cutter. Stone cutter, and we do this. So we need 4 plus 4, so we need 5. This should be all. And then in the very center, oh, we could do the sandstone as well. Sandstone makes sense to me, actually. These we're not ever going to use again. They can go in there. Goodbye. Same with those. Don't need them at this particular moment, and we haven't used any sandstone here. So I'm wondering if the sandstone is the base of this or not. We need one more freaking block. Are you kidding me? How did we lose one? Weird. Okay. I think out of everything, the sandstone kind of needs to be here. Let's do that, like that, like that. Is that correct? How do we want to place those? The same way or the... I think... Not like that. Like that, and then we do something weird. Ari, what are you doing? Hello, puppers. And then... Hi, baby girl. And then just maybe a little touch of sandstone here in the middle. Corners face out. And I'm also debating on doing the orange here as not orange as well. Let's just take a look and see how that would feel if we were to do that. It feels a little bit better, to be honest with you. It feels a little bit better, yeah. We're gonna go with the sandstone, I think, instead of the orange. There's gonna be plenty of orange around here anyway, so yeah, that's fine. Let's just put a torch here and here for the moment. And now you have access way to this. But that makes the brown of the dark oak not make any flippin' sense. So we're gonna have to figure that out as well. What do we do instead of dark oak then? My initial gut response is nether brick, since we're using it at the tops there. Mangrove would probably fit in this style as well. I'm trying to think here. What would make sense? Because we don't want to use the pink for everything, right? We could use the immaculate white roads, which would make a lot of sense, right? It looks pretty good with the white roads, so we don't have to worry about that. It's a hard one. Hard to figure out, honestly. All I know is it's not this block, right? It's not dark oak. We could go with something a little lighter, like junglewood maybe. Or spruce. We'll have to try all of them because I am not sure. Not sure. I do know that I want to do something weird though. Like this should be a big thing. And that's where we want the staircases to be, or at least 2 of the staircases. So you can come up into here. We need blocks. I would like to do an indent on the side with stairs. So whatever we choose has to have stairs. And I don't think I want it to be completely solid. What about if we did sandstone? I don't want to do sandstone though because the builds are sandstone, right? We could do a different type of sandstone. We could do this. It's a slightly different hue, or at least a different texture. So we could do that, and it would probably work all right if that's what we wanted to do. We could probably do that. I'm thinking it's nether brick, though. As much as I don't want it to be nether brick, I think it is probably nether brick. The wood is just too dark here. Okay. Okay. I mean, we can figure this out. It's not impossible, right? And I do kind of want to leave it a little dark, which would make sense if we used the pink petals, to be completely honest. We could use them as an actual block. Mobs can't spawn on them. Mobs can spawn on them. This is a tough one. This is very, very tough for me. Because I don't want things to be able to spawn up there. And I'm not sure how to solve that. But if we use nether brick, it's gonna be a thing, right? It's gonna be very difficult for us. We're going to need to collect a metric ton of it in the nether, which is a very dangerous place. Either that or we're going to have to just get a ton of netherrack, which I guess is also doable. Also doable, huh? Man, this is, it's harder than I expected to come up with an idea for this base. I'm not going to lie. We still need to do the upper part of those. That's going to be an awful experience. truly awful. Alright, let's take a look at something real quick. How much nether rack do we have? Do we have any? That is a negative Ghost Rider. Okay. I'm also thinking about copper. If we had the blue copper, would it look alright with pink? Like, does blue and pink look good together? I guess is the next question we need to ask ourselves here, which is not a good question to have in the first place here, but we'll do what we can. Stripped logs, we're definitely not throwing those out. Put those in there. Crafting benches, sure. Let's just get some stuff out of our inventory right now. Yeah, we don't have any more nether bricks, so we would have to go collect that. And I guess we have these. We either use that or we use stairs. Copper? Oh god, I just made 4 stacks by accident there. That's not what I intended to do. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. First, I guess let's determine if the nether brick will work for us. Let's see, where does this one go? Let's just do a little trial run here, I suppose, and we'll see how we feel. Can we do that one? Yes. No, we can't. Okay. So it would have to be something like this. Which it actually does help a little bit, but it's not the end all be all. So I'm not 100% sure. Not the end all be all there. That looks pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. With this one particular build, this might be the thing that allows me to do it. Like, right? Like, that actually looks pretty good. You got the purple with the brown, looks good. It should probably be a bright color. I don't think it's the orange. We could do it. I'd like it to be a slab, ideally. You know what would probably look really good with nether brick and all of these colors, to be honest? Oh, God. It's, it might be dark prismarine. It might actually be dark prismarine here. Ooh, okay. Okay. We'll have to give that a little bit of thought and see if that will work for us. But I feel pretty confident about keeping the nether brick, even though that is going to be a very not fun experience. It will allow us to keep the streets rather dark and just have specific things for the fairies. but we'll have to see. But I think that is going to do it for me for today. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time, ciao.